Hey guys, it's Keel Dyken here, coming back at you with another outstanding review. Just wanted to update you guys and let you know I am updating Gray Vulcan. That is my computer's name. So as you can see, that's my beast, my bad boy. I got some other reviews on it. But anyway, I just wanted to do a few updates on it. My fan controller went out, and I got tired of dealing with the NZXT fan controller that I had. It's been about 2 years, but it was the second one I needed to replace, and for whatever reason it just stopped working. So I decided to go with the Thermaltake Commander F6 RGB. I was actually going to go with the previous model, but I saw this at CES 2016. There wasn't a lot of reviews about it. It just came out. Newegg doesn't have any reviews about it. And again, I did purchase this through Newegg a few days ago. So I'm going to give this a shot. It has a RGB multicolor 6-channel fan controller, 30 watts. The NXZT, I believe it was either 20 or 25 watt fan controller. So I can actually get more stuff into this. No more surge protections. So it's a great little build. I'm going to add that on there. And then of course I also picked up the RGB color LED with remote control. I'm going to put this in the case. This is standard. This is everything that it comes with. The only thing I was a little, well, I'll get to that in a little bit. I also purchased the Thermaltake 3-ring RGB 256 color fans. I'm going to update the front fans of my PC. Currently I have 9 fans already, so I'm going to take out 2 for sure. The third one I may replace because even though my fan works, the helicopter fan LED does not work. The fan still works, but I like to have that light up anyway. So I got these to all work together, the Riing and the fan controller. The one thing I was disappointed about in reading not the reviews, but the specifications, was that this will not control the LED lights for this. I was hoping that the fan controller, even though it does have an LED light changer on here, would control the lights for not only the RGB color controller but also the fans as well. This does have a LED fan speed controller inside the box to not only control the speed of the fans, but of course that's what this is going to do. But it does have a fan controller in here, but this device itself controls the colors of the fan. So I was kind of hoping the fan controller would just do all of them, but it doesn't work that way. So I'll have 2 additional boxes inside my case to go with that. As well as with this has its own separate controller box. I don't know the standard default color for the LED strips here, but I can directly plug the LED strips directly into the box of the fan controller and it will work. I'm just not sure how it's going to appear, whether it's going to be red, green, purple, blue, white, whatever. But I will be using the controller box. However, I just plugging it directly into this. Wasn't sure exactly how it's going to work, but that's all going to be experimentation, and we will find out. I couldn't find any other reviews, YouTube videos, or anything else on it, so I'll be one of the first to experiment with that. And as you can see, this is what the fan controllers offer. I'm sorry, the fans. So high static pressure. These are good for radiators. So I will use 2 of these to blow fan in, possibly one of these to blow fan either up or out. That's kind of what they look like here. They change colors. But all in all, I'm just excited to finally get these. I'm not a huge components fan, but I figure if I'm gonna have a fan controller, why not just get the best? And again, like I said, this just came out. There was a previous model, I think the F5 I was looking at, but decided to get this. Pressing in on the buttons changes the colors, the different modes, turns the fans on and off, things of that nature. This one's pretty cool too. So again, this is Keo. Thanks for watching. Email me if you have any questions, and I will be doing a final review after I get everything installed. But this is going to be pretty fun as I get to experiment with 1, 2, 3 LED color changers, but these two have controller boxes, and this one kind of has a controller box, so it's going to be pretty unique on how I set this up, and let's see what we can rig up and see how we can get it to work. All right, fellas, thanks for watching. Again, subscribe to my channel if you find this video interesting. I'm all about information, so thanks again for watching, and you guys have a great day. Hey guys, it's Keo here again. This is my current dilemma. I finally got the front bevel off of the computer. Took me a while to do, but I got to the case fans. I was a little concerned because I don't have an instruction manual for this, and so the front piece locked in here, 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 and here, and I wasn't sure how to do it, but I figured it out. Took some time, so we're going to install a new the Thermaltake fan controller here. Put in the 2 of the rings here for the fans, and then we're going to do some other things we're going to add, so keep you guys posted. Just give you guys a quick update. Yeah, everything's taken apart. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put the 3rd ring fan. And again, as I said, this is going to be a really interesting project because all 3 of the devices, the ring, the ring fan has a fan controller, the LED controller I got, the RGB 256 color, and the ring, the Thermaltake F6 Commander are all LED controllers. So I wonder if they can all be integrated with one another some kind of way, but we're going to figure it out. We're still working ahead, so stay tuned, stay posted. See you guys later. Be back in a few minutes. Lights on the front look fine. Everything looks good. Okay guys, I'm back. As you can see, I am finished putting my rig back together. I started Saturday, and this is now Monday evening. Of course, I have a daytime job and do some other things, but I like to mentally prepare everything that I'm going to do first before I actually just jump straight on into it, okay? There's a few issues I ran into this, but this review or ending review is going to be about the Thermaltake fan controller, the F6 Commander or Commander F6 fan controller. Here is my latest addition to my case. I also purchased 2, you can't really see them in here, Thermaltake fans, white on the front, and of course I have the 3 multicolor Ring 12 fans here with a controller box. Excuse my cabling. And so there was a few other additions I added as well. When I ordered this from Newegg, I also got the LED strips, but I had no idea they came with this little remote control device. Got this little remote control device, so I can change the colors of my case here with this controller box. So I've already have my little red cathode lights here. So this is my full review of the Thermaltake system. Let me back up a little bit. So just a little bit about the fans. They're very quiet. I like them a lot. I love the fact that I could get rid of my other fans that I had, um, not for the sake of look, but the Molex connectors. So all of the front two fans here from Thermaltake that I have here in the front are plugged in using the 3-pin, or actually they go into the fan controller. The other 3 fans I have at the top are 4 pins that feed into the Thermaltake box. I'm going to turn the rig on here in just a second, so bear with me here. And some other things I wanted to kind of cover with you guys. One of my friends, his name is Mondo, by the way, he asked me how did I get everything hooked up. Did I have to splice any connectors for my LED wires? No, I did not. Just to give you guys a brief overview, I came in around 1 a.m. in the morning and tried to boot up my rig. I was everything. Well, the other 3 fans I had in here were all Molex connectors, and so my LED lights that you guys have seen in my previous videos running down here ran off of a basic switch, as well as my cathode lights. I had 2 of them here, so I got rid of one of them. It was my little jury rig setup. They were all running through Molex connectors. Well, anyway, the other day when I was trying to figure out which Molex connector was what, and I had everything plugged in here, as you can see, I have everything running here. One of the cables started to smoke, and fortunately, I caught it in time. There was smoke coming out of the power supply. Well, I don't know if it was coming out of the power supply, but that wire was pretty much almost getting ready to catch fire. But I caught it in time. So I replaced it with this setup here, which are the Type S light controller modules. You can get these at AutoZone. They plug in using the little 4-pin type connectors. These are actually standard, so you don't have to get these specifically at a PC place or Fry's or Newegg. You can get them at AutoZone, and it comes directly like this with a little battery hookup. So then you can integrate these, pull these out. As you can see, they connect from one end to the other. That's how both ends look. And that's actually what I have ordered from Newegg. I got the little strips here. Again, excuse my wiring. So I got 2 wires here. I have an LED strip running along here. And then of course I have one running along here. All right, so let's fire this bad boy up. It's been about 4 days. I can't wait. So I do have one controller box here. This is for the lights down here at the bottom. This one was supposed to be white lights in the front, so that way when you look at the exhaust, it was supposed to be white lights here in the front, but that didn't work out that way. I was supposed to put them inside the case, but there's not enough room, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else or just take them back maybe. But these are $40 a pop, kind of expensive just to have a look, so I may either keep them or take them back. And you can actually select between 15 different colors on here with different strobe light effects. All right, so here we go. That's my basic, or my previous Lipa chopper fan. My other blue fan that I had before, and as you can see, those are my Thermaltake fans running in the back. Of course, I have my cathode lights here. And actually the other night when that other switch caught on fire or smoke or whatever, I also blew out a fuse in this one, but fortunately I had a backup. These are my Cool Shark fans here, and those are my main attractions, why I'm actually doing the video. Now, I love Thermaltake. This is my first time using their product. The only thing I don't like about this setup so far is that this cannot really be made to be mounted outside. I mean, I could figure out a way to jury rig that, put it on the outside of the case, but it would look really, really tacky. Let's do the mode with those blue lights. That's white. Green. They're off. And now that's the 256 RGB color setup. So it's going to scroll now through multiple colors, and you can hit play or to actually pause the color you want. You know, actually I think it's on pause right now, so let me hit play. There we go. and now the colors are changing. And of course you can adjust the speed of the fan with the top button there. So with these three colors, the three that come in the pack, you get the controller with it, and those fans have to be plugged into the controller. Now the Ring fans you buy individually will use the standard 3-pin connector that you would use on a fan header. So you don't have to worry about having extra 4 pins or anything plugging into the motherboard. So the actual Thermaltake the Thermaltake controller for the Rings will actually plug in the top 4-pin part of my motherboard, which you can see right there. So those 3 fans have to be plugged into the controller in order to work. If you just plug it directly into a fan controller, I don't know why it won't work. I was hoping Thermaltake would have included that, whereas the Rings, I'm sorry about that, where the Rings fans would be controlled by the fan controller. I mean, I thought that would have been awesome and phenomenal. I mean, the fan controller is awesome as it is, but I wish it would have been integrated where the little switchboard here would have been integrated into the fan controller some type of way. But that was actually one of my biggest dilemmas, because as you guys have seen a few moments ago on the previous clip, is that I have an LED controller, I have the Thermaltake box, and then I have the F6 fan controller. Well, each one are LED controllers, but they all work separately and are not integratable. Now, you can take these little strips here. Thermaltake does make their own, and I believe it will change according to the fan controller, which I'll show you guys here in just a second. But the fan controller will change the color of the LED strips. When I was turning the knob up and down, it was going either red or yellow, red or yellow. It doesn't have a full control basis to change according to the LED strips won't change according to the faceplate of the Thermaltake controller. So I'm guessing the Thermaltake LEDs will do that. I don't know, but that's just my best guess. Here's my remote here for my LED RGB switchboard. Here's the IR sensor here, and I can turn them off, turn them back on. Oh, looks like I have one that's not even working right now. Oh, great. Oh, I probably don't have it plugged in. White lights. All right, there we go. Now, let me turn the lights off, because I'm going to turn off the regular LED lights, because I don't want you guys to think that my case is being illuminated by the ring lights. So let me go ahead and turn that off and turn this off. All right, so there we go. Those are my extra lights that I got at AutoZone. All right, and there's the controller box there. So actually I can change this. As you can see, different colors, same different strobe effect. $15 different colors, off. I think there should be a white in here. There it is, white. And then we go back to red. Yeah, of course it has different modes, but I'm not gonna mess with that. So anyway, this is the actual brightness of, let me turn this lights off here. This is the actual brightness of the Ring lights here. So I can either pause it if I want to maintain that color. I can switch it to red, blue, white, green, or turn it off. Now I will say this, compared to the other ones that used to be at the top, they're not that bright. That is a disappointment there that I didn't like before. As you can see, even this fan controller, the Leaper fan is brighter than the Rings, but I see what they're trying to do with it. But if you get one of those standard LED lights that are actually integrated in the fan, those are brighter than the Rings. But they're very quiet, very efficient. They keep the case really cool. So let's actually take a look now at the fan controller. I'm gonna turn my lights back on. In fact, let's go with the white theme. So I'm gonna actually leave that on the changing colors. And then let's turn the lights on with the remote. And of course I don't have my cover on right now, but as you can see, it's very bright in here. Very red, very green, blue, purple. So yeah, that's the remote switch. And of course, if you want to do a fade or one of those other things on here, this is the controller for this. Flash, strobe, on, off. Very simple. You can turn the brightness up, turn it down, have them switch different colors. So without further ado, let's take a look at the Thermaltake fan controller, F6 Commander. And let me turn my light off. Oh, I don't think I can turn it off while I'm recording. All right, so anyway, fellas, if you press in, this will change the colors of the fans. I mean, it'll go from red, blue, green, whatever, different colors. Pressing in on this button actually turns it off for 3 seconds, turns it on, and then the entire screen. This actually puts in an LED mode. That's why you see the little L there. There's an LED mode here. I think it's 6 seconds or 3 seconds you gotta hold it in for. Or maybe it's no, I think it's the number 3 button. No, that's power. Oh, okay, you don't have to press it. Alright, so you just press in on it. That way it'll scroll through different colors and so forth. So anyway, this is my wattage that I have going through each fan right now. 5, 12 volts, 7.4, 9.6. 0 because I don't have an extra fan right now because all my other fan headers are taken up by something else. But if I did want to plug in an extra LED strip, I can plug an LED strip into fan slot number 3, and of course you get adapters for those. And Thermaltake, that was really awesome because without those extra adapters that would run the fan header, the 3-pin fan header, off into the LED lights, which I showed you guys a few moments ago, I wouldn't have been able to expand my case with extra LED lights. But I really love that. So if you guys are looking for an alternative method of lighting your case, go ahead and go with Thermaltake because they will give you those extra adapters that will run off of a fan header, the 3-pin fan header, to the RGB LED connectors. It's a better way than using the straight cathode lights. It's better than using the let's see here. You see it's plugged into the box right there, that connection that actually plugs in there. Much better than using Molex connectors or going with some type of other modern hookup. Alright, so back to the fan. So let's take a look at fan number 4. Fan number 4 is my Aero Cool. I can turn it all the way up to 1700 RPM and it gets a little bit louder, or I can turn it all the way down or turn it off entirely. And then let's look at fan number 5, which is the Leap fan. And as you can see, it shuts that off. And then my fan number 3, which is the blue one, and that's off as well. This case is really quiet. I'll turn it back on. You can hear how much noisier it's getting. I think that's the loudest fan that I have. And then of course, let's go ahead and turn off fan number 1 and fan number 2. As you can see, the first fan is off for Thermaltake. And then the second fan still running. Let's come back over here. And again, guys, I'm sorry about this video. I'd like to be a little bit more organized, but yeah, the fan is off right now. But inbox me if you have any questions in terms of setups. I've emailed some of my buddies. They weren't too sure about it either in terms of the entire setup with the Thermaltake F6 Commander, but it's a great fan controller. You get 30 watts per channel. Most fans do anywhere between 5 to 15, so you can run 2 fans off of one input, off of one fan header. There's really no complaints. There's really no complaints at all. I love this fan controller. Before I was using the NXZT Century 2. I had 2 of those blow out on me. I believe that had a 35 watt power wattage, but I absolutely love this thing. Excuse my mess, I still got some stuff to tidy up back here, but there we go. It's blue, yellow. Let me turn this light back off. It's like a yellow there, purple, blue. And there is a mode on here to, I think you have to hold this in. No, I don't think it's that. Anyway. No, that's not it. Yeah, pushing these 2 buttons in don't do anything at all. But you can change your colors like this. So, and of course you can switch between Fahrenheit and Celsius. I actually prefer using Fahrenheit myself. And that makes it brighter. Dimmer, 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 dimmer. Holding the button in should turn it off. Holding it in again turns it back on. Let's see here. I believe holding in 3 changes your alarm settings. Just so you guys know right now, let's see, 1, this is my hard drives right here. This is my video card, my first video card. This is my second video card. No, wait, no, this is my other fan. This is my second video card right here. 2 and 3 are my 2 video cards. So if you notice, they should always be about maybe 4 degrees off of one another if you're running an SLI setup. 5 is my processor. So, and then 6, where do I have 6? Oh, 6 is on my SSD hard drive, so no problems there. All right, I'm just gonna stroll around here for you guys. Again, I wish there was another way I could give you guys a better video, but I kind of wanted to showcase everything. Thermaltake, thanks again for the amazing product. If anybody has any questions, I hope this video was lengthy enough, kind of answers all your questions. Again, also got to give a shout out to Type S. I mean, it was really great being able to run to an AutoZone to get these. They didn't even have them at Pep Boys. And so I saw these were, you know, they have the same standard headings, and I was like, wow, perfect. That's what I needed. So this is the new way it's going to go. Most of the places, either AutoZone or PC, you can run it off of a fan header, run it straight into an LED box. That way you don't have to deal with those stupid Molex connectors anymore, or power supplies if you don't have any extra power supply connections off of your power supply, those little Molex connector buttons. So thanks for joining me, guys. I'm glad you guys have enjoyed my video, but it was really a battle this week, I kid you not. You know, just trying to map out everything without making any mistakes. Oh, that's not even red. What the heck is that? Let me change that. It's like a brown. There we go. There's my red, baby. I love red. Matches the case. So again, this is 15 colors. Got the remote here. And this actually probably works about 25 feet away, 50 feet, who knows, but I'm sure it works from down the hall. Here we go from green. Oh, the other thing I do want to mention is if you do buy the LED set from Newegg or one of those other places that have that controller box in the back, and you buy one of these LED strips from AutoZone, or let's say they're not even a Type S, but if they're not fully integrated, I will tell you that when I did try to extend it with the current system I have, the white and blue would work, but when I hit green, it was actually red, and when I actually hit the red button, it was actually green on these LED strips. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. All the other colors, yeah, were off, but the white and the blue seem to work just fine. I mean, they all follow the same strobe pattern, but this one particular strip or two particular strips would not coincide with the rest of the colors. And I had the case. And so, once again, guys, thanks for watching. Inbox me if you have any questions. Thermaltake, I hope you liked the video. Please, you know, if you like my video, you know, send me some new updated fans once you guys make them brighter. I would really appreciate that because I love your product. I mean, I started out with the 3, and then I went to Best Buy and got 2 more for 15 bucks. So I had to go with the more. I mean, I was going to get some more, but you know, I'll hold off on that right now. I got a bunch of fans around the house. I could use something else, but let me get rid of this nasty color. Speed that up. Yeah, let's change the color. There. I usually like white at the top, that way I can look in on it. So, alright guys, I'm going to have a good night's rest, and tomorrow I'm actually going to hook my computer back up. It's been down too long. Again, please forgive my cabling. This case isn't particularly made for cabling, or cable management, I should rather say it. But I'm just glad my stuff is working, because I was really concerned everything was going to catch on fire. Alright, so I hope this video has been a blessing to you guys, and that